Hey folks, this is Mickey G. Can you look back in the old days when players used to play all over town and how in these modern times they wouldn't be able to do the things they did back in the day? Well, Rodney and I talk about that in today's version of Old Fools Talking Old School. I remember when they did that interview with the OJs and stuff. I remember Eddie Vert was saying back in the day that they would be on the West Coast, and the Temptation would be having concerts on the East Coast, but they would have bookings at the same time on the West. He said there was times that they went on stage as the Temptations. Because people didn't know. I mean, back in them days, they didn't have much TV, and you didn't appear on TV and stuff. They just saw the posters and things. And he said a lot of the fans didn't really know what they looked like.
Right.
And he said there was time that they went on stage and they picked up, 2 or 3 other, people to be in the band. But he said there was time we went on stage as the Temptations.
Man.
Which, you wouldn't even think about something like that today. But yeah, he said they actually did that back in the day. And he was talking about how, they always had a choreographer. And I guess they were on the same label with the Four Tops at the time. And he was saying how Levi Stubbs didn't want to get in there and dance and do all that work it took in to get their steps down and stuff. He said that's why you see the Four Tops. He said Levi don't dance. Because he said he refused. He didn't get in there. He said they didn't get in there and go through all them steps. The other members would. He said, but Levi would just basically sit up there and sing. Because he was a lead singer.
Right.
But yeah, I remember him saying that. On that documentary they did on them. But he said, yeah, back in the day, they would actually go in as other groups because, the fans really didn't know the difference.
Well, they could get away with it, like you said, because that was back in the days when we were still getting our information from Wells Fargo on the horse. Because only information we got was them little blue posters on the pole out there that hold the arch lights.
Yeah.
Such and such coming. Only thing we would see on there as far as a picture would be James Brown or B.B. King. Rest of it then, and the Temptations and the Four Tops. And you didn't see no picture. You didn't know what you were looking at.
No.
You could be standing right next to the dude in line, and he could be the Four Tops. You'd never know it till he got up there and started singing.
You never know. Like I said, they wouldn't even start to get away with something like that these days. But back then, they could pull it off.
Yeah, they could pull it off. They should be mad at radio, because once we start getting some radio stations, news could pass information along, and at least you could hear about them, But now you can't. Well, can't nobody get away with nothing these days.
No.
Gone are them days where a dude used to play around on the other side of town and didn't have to worry about it. She'll be knocking on your door.
Yeah. Or somebody got a picture of your car posted on Facebook.
Yep.
Look what I found tonight. Yeah. You got it. It ain't the same old. Them days are gone.
Yes, sir. Them players that got played. It's over. Boy, that's something else, man. You knock a girl up on the other side of town, you don't never hear nothing. You standing there with a pregnant belly. Where your wife at?
No, where your wife is.
Yeah,
where your wife is.
Yep, you sure right.
Oh,
you can't get away with diddly squat.
No, it's a whole nother world these days. There's just too much technology out there for you to get away with stuff these days.
I'm telling you. I am telling you, man. I had never Googled myself before, and I Googled myself, man. I was like, well, damn. Hell, I'm a nobody, and they got more out here than I want out here.
I'm telling you can't hide nothing.
You can't hide nothing, man.
You
had my work history, Had down to the years I worked here and worked there, and I was like, only thing I didn't see was my military information.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I. One thing had my house and my address on there, and how much I paid for my house. I was like, how the hell, it's all public information, I guess, but damn, why was that there? Because hell, shortly after that, I had a couple of dudes that I went to school with in high school. They big time lawyers, all that would call me. Hey T, hey Rodney T, want me to donate some money to our JCs and the hell, I forget what they're called down there, but their sponsors like the football and basketball team and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, hell, I don't even do that for my team, my high school up here. I ain't sending no money down there. Plus, the way you guys screwed over a bunch of us, I ain't giving nothing. But he's a good dude. I've had to use him a couple of times for some legal advice.
Mm-hmm.
Pop right there. He was always a good dude. Growing up, I didn't realize how much he was. I don't want to say a groupie, but boy, he'd always invite me out to his house, and I was like, nah. Yeah, one day, man. One day I finally went out there, man. It was like going to Beverly Hills. I drove up out there. I'm like, damn. His daddy was a lawyer too, so man, I went in that house, man. You could set our whole house in their damn den and game room. I was like, damn. I ain't never been in a house that had a full-fledged pool table, a foosball table, and the one where the bumper things
Mm-hmm.
in there. And I was like, good googly moogly. And then like you see on some of them pictures where they got the bookcases all around the room with books in them.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? Yeah, I was like, man, let's see. I don't remember the rest of the part of the house that I saw. I didn't see the whole house, but just seeing that bitch was a house in itself, man. I was like, I didn't know you had it like that. I might need to become your friend. Yeah. I was like, man, I ain't never seen no crap like this except for on TV. So that was my early venture into, hey, there's something else out there. I need to go find some of it.
I heard that.
As a matter of fact, man, he went to Boys State with me. As a matter of fact, and he told me which I just told him, well, hey man, if your daughter ever need anything, you know how you give out that invitation, but I knew I wasn't gonna never hear nothing from him. We went back to a class reunion, and he was telling me, yeah, man, I just got back from Vanderbilt. One of his daughters went to Vanderbilt. I said, oh, okay. He said, yeah, my other daughter went up there where you are. She went to OU. She lives in Norman. I was like, oh, really? I said, well, if she ever needs anything, tell her, give her my number, man. Oh, okay. I knew that wasn't going nowhere. It was an offer.
and he probably knew that wasn't gonna happen when he said okay.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So that was how many years ago. I'd still be waiting on that call if I was waiting for it. Yeah, he's a good dude though. He's a good dude. A couple of times I've had to get some advice. He said, Rodney, that's not my expertise, but I got a good friend that knows. Can I give him your number? Like, yeah, have him call me. He called me. I'm like, cool. Pays to know somebody somewhere.
I heard that. For some reason, I guess being young and naive, I thought every lawyer knew everything about anything legal.
Oh yeah,
you're a lawyer. You're a lawyer. You're supposed to know about everything.
Well, same way. That's how black folks do. Just like if you're a doctor, you brain, foot, You know it
Yeah.
all. You know,
That's what I
he's a
thought the same thing. The
yeah,
lawyer ain't
buddy.
supposed to know about everything legal.
That's it. That's it.
Then I
I,
found out later on, oh no, you specialize just like in medicine. You
that's it.
specialize in injury and you specialize in criminal law. I'm like, oh really? I thought
Mhm.
all y'all knew the same thing.
That's what I did. I thought the same thing. Hey, he's a doctor. He know. Why my fingernail curling up like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And I laugh at. We still got some people. We got a couple of people that their kids have gone on to get their PhDs. Because
Mhm.
they'll definitely let you know if there's any accomplishment in their family. They're gonna let you know, and that's something to be proud of. They got their PhD, and yeah, this is Doctor such and such and such, and Doctor such and such and such. And you see people commenting on there. What hospital does he work in? Because if you got doctor in front of your name, you got to be a medical doctor. You can't
Yeah,
be no other doctor.
that's right.
I was like, good googly moogly. Boy, we done come so far and ain't been nowhere.
Yeah. I was reading about uh, the guy. Matter of fact, he was the guy that was the lead singer uh, the Barcades.
Yeah.
I guess he's down there in Memphis, and he's got some kind of foundation and stuff down there. But they was talking about him, and they was saying doctor. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I was reading his bio stuff, and it said he had an honorary doctorate from some school. I said, wait a minute. Now, I didn't think you could use doctor in your name if it was just an honorary degree. I thought you had to actually get a degree, a PhD or a MD, to be
Yeah.
able to use the term doctor. I didn't think you could do that with an honorary degree. Maybe you can. I didn't think you could.
Hey, I didn't think you could either. Hey, but you know how we do, just like learn a new word. That's my fiance. Oh, how long y'all been engaged? 10 years. Like, come on now. That ain't no fiance. That's your girlfriend. You know,
Oh,
and we take liberty. Like, they ain't finna get married, but that's my wifey.
man. Yeah.
Come on, man. She's either gonna be your wife or she's not. You know, but we take liberties with that stuff. But yeah, man.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yeah, so
But yeah, I saw that. I'm like,
doctor.
okay, doctor. I'm like, I don't think you can use the term doctor with an honorary degree. If that's the case, there'd be 60 million doctors.
You ain't lying.
You give these schools $2 or $3, they'll give you honorary anything,
You better know it. You better know it. Boy, it's amazing where a few dollars will take you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Especially on the academic side, you give them schools a few dollars. They'll name a building after you. They'll
Yes,
give you an
sir.
honorary degree. Yeah. What do you want? What do you want?
Yep. I be tripping on it's nothing along that line, but I got a little thing the other day because I'm like, y'all beginning to piss me off. But St. Jude's down there sent me this old thick packet of thing, wanted me to leave some money when I pass on to them. I was like, you better be graciously accepting this $25 a month. Now you want me to will to you? I'm like, good Lord of mercy. It ain't no it ain't nothing that people won't ask for. If you give them a little bit, they're gonna ask for some more.
Yeah. Yeah. I, and when I get those kind of packets from places, whether it's I get the one from St. Jude, I get one from the VFW, the American Legion,
Yeah.
USO, all of them. And
Mhm.
I'm looking in there, I forgot which I think it's USO, one of them got a dollar taped to the thing, stuff
Yeah.
like that. And
Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
seen that.
how much money do y'all spend
Mhm.
sending this stuff out to everybody? you know, compared to how much money y'all get back. I just wonder sometimes.
Yep. Exactly. And ain't no shame in the game, man.
No, I guess not. I
Ain't no
guess not.
shame.
I get
Uh,
stuff like that practically every day from
yes, sir.
organizations I have never heard of in my life. I'm like, well, I know how they get your name. They buy those mailing lists from companies.
Yes,
So I
sir.
know how they get your name, but
Yes,
I'm
sir.
like, no, I ain't got nothing to do with whatever your advocacy is at all. But
Exactly.
here it is. Here I got this envelope, And
And I stopped giving like to the Red Cross, man. We had a couple of disasters, and one of them that had prompted me to do it was when those hurricanes hit Haiti, and I was like, I know they ain't getting too many donations, so I started giving them a donation, man, and then through the Red Cross, and then that's when that scandal broke out about how they were stealing the money.
yeah, yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm canceling that. We ain't gonna do that one. And and then, and Wycliffe John was one of the ones that was advocating it. You know, I saw him on something. I was like, let me give us some money to. It's a country that gets treated badly because it's black, so I donate some money. Then saw that with the Red Cross. I'm like, man, you can't trust nothing.
And it seemed like people just I don't know. It just seemed like they get bolder and bolder with things, whether it's companies like that or just individual. I know we got this little neighborhood app around here. These people put stuff out there. One woman put a thing out there just the other day that she had this real bad periodontal disease, and her teeth was giving her a problem, and she had bad breath, so she couldn't keep a job. And I'm thinking, come on now. And of course, she had a GoFundMe page set up. And
You
wanted
know it.
people to, it don't people just don't. I don't know. Seems like they just don't care no more. They'll just put anything out there. Can you help me?
Yeah. Well,
I'm like,
that's the new age panhandling right there. GoFundMe, because everybody, my toenail broke. I got a GoFundMe page. We're
yeah,
trying to raise X amount of money. It's just another way of not being out there yourself with a sign. The GoFundMe.
yeah, yeah. I'm same way. I'm saying it seems like they just least little thing. They'll go out there and they'll put it in there because the app is supposed to be more for things like that's going on in the neighborhood. If there's issues with crime or whatever, things like that. But it seems like more and more now is. I really hate to do this, but I'm just to the point to where I can't do. I lost my job and I can't do this, I can't do that, and I just need some help. And I'm like, seem like every other one now is something like that.
Yeah, that's it. I, like I said, I do. My brother taught me something for a change. About I just had it happen the other day. I still didn't think about doing it. I just hung up the phone. They have these real official sounding voices from your local police department and sheriff department wanting you to donate to it. I just said, hell no. I hung up my phone. And he was like, yeah, man. He said, I had a dude's call here with that. He said, dude, like, well, if I send you this, will you send us a donation? He said, don't they have insurance? I fell out, man. I said, that's a good one. Don't they have insurance? I was like, okay, all right. I said, I'm gonna have to use that one, but hell, I never think about it, man. Hell,
Right, right.
my ass is so old. I do good to just get on the phone. And
Uh,
yeah, I was like, yeah, don't they have insurance? I said, well, yeah, that makes sense, don't they? You know, want to help their widows and orphans. Yeah, he ain't getting no insurance. They out there hitting my folks all upside the head. You know,
I don't seem to get as many phone calls there, especially from the fire department and all of them as I used to. All of ours come through the mail now. It seems like
oh,
every
does it?
day there's something from the mail from some organization. I mean, to send them money. But I don't get. I say I got called up a couple of times, especially with the fire department. I what made me mad about it is now they use these contracted companies
Yeah,
to call you. Back in the old days, it was actually firemen that would call
right.
and Mr. Gwynn, we depended on you last year. Can we depend on you
Oh
again
man,
this year? No.
that was a national script because I heard that one so many times.
Yeah.
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 Well,
Yeah.
you came through for us last year. I'm like, no, the hell I didn't. And then
Yeah.
the thing about around here though is you got all these little suburbs around Oklahoma City. So hey, Norman will call you, Choctaw will call you, Edmond will call you, Mustang will call you, all of them with the same spiel. I'm like, damn. Well, after a while, I'm gonna have to call and ask for some charity from giving all damn money to charity.
I tell you.
You know,
That's
I was talking to her lady the other day. I was in the store, bought something. She said, "Would you like to donate $1 to something?" I said, "Nope, I sure wouldn't." It was in Lowe's, is what it was. That's what I told her. I said, after a while, I'm gonna have to call and get me a donation. But my thing is, why am I gonna give you a donation so Lowe's can donate it in their name and get the tax breaks for it?
that's exactly right.
If I'm gonna donate it,
Exactly
I
right.
donate it myself.
Yeah. And you don't get the tax breaks for donation like you used to, because you get that, what they call it, that I can't think of the word they use. The IRS gives you this standard like deduction kind of thing, I
Oh
guess you
yeah,
call
yeah,
it. Where
yeah.
and the only way you can, not go around that is you have to itemize everything. And usually with donations, you can only itemize like a certain percentage of your adjusted gross income. So
Mhm.
you take the standard. It don't pay to try to itemize those things anymore.
Right.
So I've
And the standard is, I know it was at one point, it was $500.
mhm,
So I
mhm.
know my tax person was saying, they ain't gonna ask you about that. Anything above that, they gonna want some proof and some itemization. I'm
Yeah,
like, well,
yeah,
I ain't doing that. So uh, this will be the first year because of what I was paying to that church there. I'm gonna claim it because before that was my uh, way of giving thanks for my blessings.
right.
Whatever I donated, I would never claim it on my taxes. It's like, hey, I don't go to church, I don't pay no tithes, so all that stuff that I gave to Goodwill and to other people and that kind of thing, hey, that's just my donation to the world. But I'm gonna claim this time. Hey, IRS done broke my ass, so I'm like, nah, send me my damn money. I pay it at the end of the year. I've been doing that so much, man, and then them bills seem to be getting higher and higher. I said, okay. So I said, first he said, well, Mr. Turner, we can alleviate some of that. And I said, well, what do I need to do? I said, never mind, man. I ain't worried about that. I just do. So I was sitting there one night thinking about it. I got up and called. I said, now, what was you saying I need to do to make sure? he said, one of those you need to go in and have some more money taken out. I said, all right, I'm gonna do that. So hell, it was easier to do it with my military thing because I just go right on the uh uh damn, I almost said Oprah's, but I can go right on to my pay
My
and
pay, yeah.
up to so I went in there and did it. I said, okay, I'm gonna see where this gonna take me this time. Y'all done showed me that I ain't gonna win.
Yeah, that's the way we did. We found out the hard way last year after we both, had retired and everything, and it was getting our Social Security and stuff. I said, "Well, let's just see how much it's going to be." We just won't have them take out anything now. I learned the hard way. That ain't the way to do it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and we ended up having to pay and having to pay a penalty. I'm like, no, ain't gonna do that again.
Hey,
So I went in and upped mine and started some that I wouldn't even have them taken it out on, but
yeah,
I was going to sort of wait and see.
right.
But and once again, like I say, it's we're blessed in the fact that we're doing well from that standpoint. But I was thinking, oh, we're retired now and everything, that we'll be okay. No, we wasn't okay. So I told Mary, no, we ain't gonna do that again this year. We need to go into Social Security and everybody else and up the amount that they taking out.
I'm here to tell you. So, but I had a nice little sum taken out of my. I'm like, I hope this will be enough
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
all of it. I haven't taken out my retirement, my military retirement,
Yeah.
and I'll find out here within 60 days. I'll be taking something else out.
Well, that's what I did. I had them, I upped the amount they were taking out, and I actually paid some in too to try to be ahead of it this
Yeah.
year to see what. And the same thing. It's going to be interesting to see where we are this year by doing that, because like I say, last year I had never had anything like that before. I tried to appeal it. You can appeal it. I was basically, and I told him, I said, this was all new. It was our first year in retirement. We were just sort of waiting to see how things go. And the thing that pissed me off was we paid it. It ain't like we can't pay it. I mean, we paid what we owe. Well, I know, but the way the IRS rules are, you're supposed to be actually paying, so much during the year. You don't pay it all at one time, and you didn't do that. So I'm like, okay. I said, it ain't much I can do at this point. But I was like, I'm hoping that ain't gonna happen again this year. I'm trying to get ahead of it. So, but like I say, I mean, I guess in one aspect of it, if you're in a position where you like that versus a position where you're getting a bunch of money back because you ain't making nothing. I guess I'd rather be in that position we're in. So I ain't gonna complain.
I'm here to tell you, I'll be laughing at these commercials they have up here about these tax. To help you, brother. I owed $15,000, but I only had to pay $3,500. And I'm like, what the hell were you doing to owe $15,000?
and my question is always, you owed $15,000. Well, you obviously was making some money. So what you do with your money?
Exactly. You wasn't paying taxes.
You wasn't paying taxes. What was you doing with your money?
Hey, man. It trips me out every time I see it. I'm like, damn.
Of course, they don't tell you. You got to pay them companies for them to do that for you. It ain't free.
Yep, and really, you might think you're in the clear, but you can best believe you've been flagged.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Best believe that. So I'm just waiting to see. Hell, they might have done it. I done got so disheartened. I know they were trying to get it to where Biden had introduced some stuff there to get the rich to pay their fair share. And, of course, the Republicans were fighting it, so I don't know where that came from. And it was about hiring the extra people at the IRS so they could get more people out in the field to investigate these guys that are not paying, that are doing the Donald Trump thing. So I hope that comes through, because if they just get them to pay their fair share, we could do a whole lot of things in this country.
Yeah, but that's the $1 million statement, getting them to do that.
Yeah.
So
that's right. As long as you got them Koch brothers and those of that ilk who don't want that, it ain't gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the part. The one with the big money had the big influence too, and most of that influence is in Congress. So
that's why they all millionaires.
That's right. That is right. Yeah, sometimes I wonder if our politicians are in it for the money or in it for the people. I think about 99% of them are in it for the money. Yeah, that's why so many people are disheartened with politics. Well, folks, we hope you enjoyed this edition. Join us next time for Old Fools Talking Old School. Until then, this is Mickey G. Peace.